Adam, let me come with you.
No, Pa. I'm the one who made the promise. Walk on. Walk on.
Would you join us for dinner?
Thank you.
Sir, are you gonna get President Washington's things out sometime soon?
But now that you mention it, little Joe, I should take inventory and polish everything. Would you care to assist me after dinner?
Sure would.
Emma, run help your brother Tad. Thank you, Tad. Now, I want you two to water all the plants. Be sure not to waste the water, though, because then you're going to have to lug that big old bucket down the street again.
Mrs. Covington?
Yes?
Mrs. Covington, my name's Adam Cartwright. I need to speak with you privately, please.
Emma, Tad, run on inside and stay there.
But, Mom...
Emma, go on and take your brother with you. Mr. Covington's dead, isn't he?
Yes, ma'am.
How'd he die?
I'm afraid he was robbing a man at gunpoint. Well, he was shot in self-defense.
Was anyone else hurt?
No, ma'am.
Thank God. You killed him, didn't you, Mr. Cartwright?
He gave me no choice, ma'am.
Well, Mr. Covington deserves a proper burial.
What's this?
This is George Washington's writing quill. The very quill he used to sign the Declaration of Independence.
Golly! What's in that box? A teacup.
Ah, but no ordinary teacup. This single item bears greater value than all the other objects in my collection combined. George Washington took his last sip of tea from this very cup. The general, as my grandpa used to call him, was on his deathbed and could barely speak. "Where's my Joshua?" he whispered. "I's right here," replied Grandpa. "I'm so thirsty." So Grandpa took this cup and placed it to his lips to drink. "My faithful boy," the general said. And those were the last words spoken by the father of our country.
I brung Mr. Covington's good book. Can't none of us read, but before we left Missouri, a preacher marked the place with the right words to save if one of us was killed coming west. I'd be much obliged if you'd read it over Mr. Covington now.
As for man, his days are as grass. As a flower of the field, so shall he flourish. For the wind passeth over it, and it is gone. and the place thereof shall know it no more. To such as keep the Lord's covenant, and to those that remember his commandments, the Lord has prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Bless the Lord, O my soul.
Where's Papa?
Your papa's going to be in the bosom of Abraham. You say goodbye to your papa.
Bye, Papa. Bye, Papa.
You should get some rest, son.
I can't sleep. When I close my eyes, all I can see is Mr. Covington's face. You were there, Pa. Was there anything else I could have done?
Adam, the man gave you no choice.
What about his family? I made him a promise, and he died believing I'd honor it.
Son, your sense of obligation is admirable. But remember, Mr. Covington was a desperate man. He asked far too much of you.
No one expects you to care for his family. No one. I'll talk to Eli and the other council members in the morning, and we'll figure out a way to help care for Mrs. Covington and her children.
No, Pa, this is up to me to figure out. I made a promise, I intend to keep it. I have to do this by myself.
Morning, Mr. Cartwright.
Adam, please. Call me Adam, Mrs. Covington.
Well then, you can call me Bonnie.
All right. Good morning, Tad. Emma?
Morning.
Mr. Cartwright. I mean Adam. I was thinking that, mind you, if it's a bother, just say no.
Well, what is it?
Well, the way you read the good book over Mr. Covington, that was beautiful. I was wondering, could you teach me to read like that? I mean, if I can read, then I figure I can teach Emma and Tad here.
Bonnie, I'd be happy to.
Really?
Really.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I brought you a few things.
What did you bring us?
Emma, mind your manners.
I brought you some things so your mama could cook you up some really good food. Now here, run that inside and come back for some more.
Mr. Adam, you didn't have to do this.
I know. I want to. Just until you're back on your feet.
Adam, I can't thank you enough.
Ah, young man. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Washington. Hop Sing's cooking some griddle cakes for breakfast.
Oh, I delight with anticipation at the mere thought of another culinary masterpiece spawned by Hop Sing's talents.
I'm not sure what you just said then, but it sounded like something nice about Hop Sing.
It was. It was the nicest thing I know, to offer up my words. For you see, my boy, words are my passion.
Don't you get nervous speaking to a bunch of people?
I do. But then, I remember why I'm there. And then nothing can dissuade me from my purpose. Nothing.
Mr. Washington.
Dang it, Pa. You gotta say something to Adam.
About what?
His chores.